It's been around, it's been around 6 minutes. Yeah, I've recovered from what I just saw previous part, episode, whatever you want to call it. But, hello everybody, this is Unhuman the Teacher Bots, and today I'm playing another, obviously Doki Doki Literature, actually, display, I forgot, but Doki Doki Literature Club episode, so here we go again. And I also realized it worked better without my webcam being up for this game, because it doesn't lag as much, and what the hell? Okay, but it doesn't lag as much, and nothing freezes in awkward places, so let's go ahead and continue after the weirdness of Monica's odd load me. Okay, listen everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone would come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing! Performing? Monica! Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite a poem too. Sayori's putting it on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. You really think that's a bad idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I never in my life could do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud and out to a room, whole room full of people. Monica, I think you're even more of a bitch than I did before. I'm done with you. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So I'm sorry. You're a bitch, Monica, you're a bitch. But I still think we should give it our best. You should have asked their opinions first. You don't just do this type of thing. I am angry at her, actually. I just skipped the last line. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And it takes standing in front of them in a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. Then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I do think it's too much to ask, in a sense. I think that's what Yuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Mitsuki doesn't have any arguments left. She should have just asked first of all. Okay, fine. This isn't how life works. They'd be really, like, if this was real life, people would be pissed, okay? I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Mitsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. That face says otherwise, Monica. That face says otherwise. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose one of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden! Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? And of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, then stands behind the podium. Oh, so it's all going to be different poems. Oh, great. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Oh, thank God. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Yuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I do not understand. Finally, Monica finishes her... I did not read that last word. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Oh! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden! Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. She keeps her glance down and walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called affirmative after image of fucking... I can't read. I read and write books. How am I doing poorly at this? After image of a crimson eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in a structure God damn it, I can't speak. I can't speak today, I'm sorry, people of the world. Enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as she's bewildered even herself. It's up for me to save this situation. I'm the first to start a poem. Everyone joins me after... I've got spit on my screen. Everyone joins me afterwards and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm nuts then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it as if you're reciting to other people. Imagine that you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's a poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is, it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Onihime liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Onihime. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Onihime lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. Wow! Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection on what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more of your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something you'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets herself out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are all you looking at? Because you're presenting? Anyways, this poem is called Jump. Memories have flown back to my head of a horrible time in the past. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little enthused, her poem has rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words just feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back into her seat. That wasn't so bad, wasn't it? Was it? My leg is cramping again. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, did you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... I guess in that case, I won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're all putting in this much effort for the club. It makes me really happy. I just realized how high her skirt goes in that pose, and it kind of is unsettling to me. Just because physics. Just physics. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. What I say before every band performance. What I was saying to myself last night as we went on stage, and I messed up like 4 times. Pine cones, stop hitting the roof. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready, guys, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Onihime. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk on with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Would I walk home with Yuri or would I walk home with Sayori? Now I gotta think about this in the way I would actually respond in real life, because I'm going to respond to this as me, myself. Because I understand this is a frickin' basically romance simulator of anime 101. You're going to be a sucky douche. I'm glad there's music to this game, or else this would be a long gap of awkward silence. But I think in real life, what I'd wind up doing is probably choosing... Well, I don't really walk home with anyone, but when I walk to and fro places, I normally do it by myself, so there within lies the issue of this choice. But usually I do give other people a chance, so... I guess I'm going to say Yuri. This is probably gonna fuck up the whole game. I'm going to save before I do this. And I'm gonna have a time check. Yeah, it's in about 20 minutes now. Yeah, turn. And then I'm gonna choose that. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I'd feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating that something... Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. I can! Because all females seem to have a hive mind when it comes to this sort of things, while guys are just oblivious to what we're thinking. After all, I could make a statement about Dakota again, but I feel like if he watches this video, he's gonna kick my ass tomorrow. Oh wait, it's Friday. He's gonna kick my ass on Monday when we get on the bus again. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward, but it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Why do I feel like the festival is something really bad? Okay, now, for my friends, they know I write songs a lot, and all the songs I've been writing recently have been really messed up, and I'm going with the same thing. Okay, I actually gotta think about this. Precious yet the sound. I'm trying to think of how I've been writing the songs lately because it's kind of hard to explain. Because my songs are literally basically just poems. But precious yet to sound. Desire. Is there going to be hatred or this works. I don't know whether she's melancholy or pain. I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with... melancholy. It is hard to do this. It is actually legitimately hard to do this sometimes. And I would just like to state, a lot of them have been about death. A lot of them have been about death. Oh god, none of them fit. Son of a bitch. This alone is what I'm gonna have to choose. Empty. This was... This is going to take up till 30 minutes, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. Destiny, Essence... That's just me. Broken works. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. I feel like the practicing piano thing's a lie. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole school of the... You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? Pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Oh my god. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. I'm calling her it now. Monica's not human. Monica is definitely not human with how she acts. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your actions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's anyways. Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I have my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Oh, alright. You say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently since they've been preparing for the festival. They must be spending a lot of time together. Why am I speaking so fast? I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Monihime, what's up? Hey, I know this might sound a little bit strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems to be a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say that I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. What? Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Onihime. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really, it's about Yuri. It's about Yuri. She was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Onihime. Me? How on earth would you come up to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Because Sayori likes me. I get this, and the character I'm playing as is a blind asshole and it pisses me off. And she's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Onihime. Have you thought you've maybe always seen her as so cheerful? Because it's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to the conclusion, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from the desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I must time check now. Yep, I'm past 30 minutes, but whatever. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up on my desk and sit next to her own. Yeah. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts. How were you able to tell that I was even thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't so hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's really not that big a deal. I'm just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it. So, I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. That's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just don't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive about you to be dismissive about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Onihime, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she means, or what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was awfully outlying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Yes. But you don't need to put it that way. We're good friends, that's all. Sayori suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. As you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware in you. That is, I think, she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel her that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some more reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it, yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Yeah, and I'm going to stop here. I'm going to save in another empty slot. But the game glitched again. Alright, well, the sound did. But this is Onihime the Chichobot signing off, and I will see all of you in the next episode of this insanity that has finally toned down from being the slight creepiness that it was last time. So I will see all of you very, very soon.